he wanted to start sleeping with other men, and he wasn't as attracted to me as he once was. I felt so heartbroken because I realized that the energy, the efforts, the favors that I was putting into the relationship was not appreciated. My journey has not been an easy one, even since I came out. A big part of that is because it was hard for me to really own my desires, to confidently express what I want, to hold boundaries. I am someone that has historically put the needs, the wants, the desires of others before my own, and that includes the men that I have dated, including my husband over there, my husband Zach. I used to make his wants and needs a lot more important than my own. I used to think I was being really kind and nice and generous by trying to do pretty much whatever I could do to make him happy. And I would walk on eggshells. I would avoid certain topics, avoid mentioning things that might have felt important to me, but if I thought they were going to upset him, I would try to avoid them. And I thought I was doing nice things. If you're like a lot of the gay men that we work with, you can probably relate to this. You've probably thought that if you really try to be the best version of yourself for the people in your life or for the men you're dating, if you go out of your way to help them be happy, if you don't rock the boat, then maybe they're gonna return the favor and they're gonna see how wonderful you are, they're gonna value you, appreciate you, and maybe reciprocate. If you're like me, you have probably learned that doesn't work out the way you had hoped. I remember I got to a place where I felt so heartbroken because I realized that the energy, the efforts, the favors that I was putting into the relationship was not appreciated. It was not valued. It was taken for granted. And eventually I realized he just felt entitled to it. And I was teaching him to view me as someone who was basically a pushover, a doormat, someone who wasn't standing in my power. And he even got to a place where he wanted to start sleeping with other men. And he wasn't as attracted to me as he once was, even though I felt like I was doing all the major heavy lifting. So basically I was trying a lot harder than he was, putting a lot more effort than he was, and he was not honoring me and he was not respecting me. And ultimately I realized I was not honoring and valuing and respecting myself, and therefore I was in a relationship with someone who was not honoring and valuing and respecting me. So I knew that there had to be big changes. I knew if I was going to have the kind of satisfying, passionate relationship I always wanted, I was going to have to make some big changes. And that was going to allow my partner to rise up and meet me where I was at the higher energy. Or I also had to be okay with him not changing and me getting to be happy as a single person, if that is what it took, and trusting and knowing that I am going to have an incredible partner no matter what, and that I am not willing to sacrifice my standards, my values, and this is what we call owning your king energy. So that's what I did. I started owning my greatness more and more. I started owning my value more and more. I started learning how to put myself first, and I stopped doing the caregiver energy bullshit of trying to make him happy, trying to basically appease a child is what it felt like I was doing. And he didn't like it at first. He did not like the changes I was making because all of a sudden it seemed like things felt harder for him. He thought that I was not loving him anymore because I wasn't doing as much for him as I had been doing. In full honesty, it wasn't always easy. Like, I loved him. I cared about him. It wasn't easy for me to see him feel angry, frustrated, sad when I wasn't doing the things I used to do to help take care of him or help make things easier for him at the cost of my own peace and my own joy. But I knew I had to stick to the changes because I knew what I was doing in the past wasn't working. I started doing things that I wanted to do without worrying whether or not he was going to join me. And eventually, he started to feel like maybe I was leaving him behind. He started seeing me thrive. He started seeing me have so much fun. And then he started to feel inspired to change. And he started wanting to be a better man, and he started wanting to own his king energy as well. Long story short, we are both thriving more than we ever have now. It all comes down to the energetic attraction. We've both continued to master our inner game at new levels. We've both continued to own our king energy at new levels. And as for me, I am now in a happy partnership with a man who I think is really hot and sexy and smart, and he freaking loves and adores me. He craves me. He desires me. I decided I wanted to be in a monogamous relationship and that I didn't really want to share, and he got on board with that. And he doesn't even want to be with other men anymore because he feels so satisfied, so fulfilled by me, so stimulated and challenged and nurtured and loved. And I feel the same way. Like, I just don't have a desire to be with anybody else, and he feels the same way. It's honestly irrelevant whether you want a monogamous relationship or an open relationship or polyamorous or whatever. But if you want to be in a romantic partnership where a man that you love and adore just desires you so much, adores you so much, craves you so much, wants to be around you so much, wants to make you happy, wants to give his gifts and shine his light with you, we have, in my opinion, the best services and systems on the planet to help you guarantee this for yourself. What I'm talking about is energetic attraction coaching. And energetic attraction coaching is the flagship program at Gay Man Thriving that we created to help gay men like you have the most passionate, pleasurable, peaceful, and secure relationships that you could possibly imagine, that get better and better and better as you get older and time goes on. One of the things we help you do in energetic attraction coaching is we help you master your inner game. We help you become a true master of your mindset so that you can be secure on the inside no matter what is happening in the world, so that you can take your power back from things like fear of rejection, fear of judgment. Things like that don't have to hold you back anymore. And this is for you whether you're single or in a relationship, no matter what your relationship status is. When you master your inner game, you get to have more inner peace, more an inner sense of security, no matter what's happening, because you are feeling a lot more in charge of your own mind and your own emotions. We also help you do things like own your king energy. We help you learn how to build next level connections, how to be an excellent communicator, all sorts of other things that I don't have the time to go into now because we've got to hike back to the top of these hills and I'm hungry, but I wanted to share this with you now. Like, we love you guys. We want to see more gay men like you thrive more than ever. And I highly encourage you to check out Energetic Attraction Coaching, apply for a call, see if it's for you. There's no pressure to sign up. If you are applying for a call, we just want you to be someone who's seriously considering it. And let's see what happens. The guys that join are making such big breakthroughs week after week after week. And it's so inspiring to see. And let's see if you can be another success story.